Okay, I'd like to call Thursday, November 10th board meeting to order at 7 o'clock. Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Supervisor Pombley?
Here.
I'm here. Trustees Bowman?
Here.
Sights? You for DK?
Here.
Oh, Sights isn't here.
Not yet.
Wilhoit?
Here.
Assessor Hare?
Here.
Director Dillon?
Here.
Director Marks?
Here.
And Superintendent DePaul. Did I
Here's
forget
Jen.
somebody?
Township manager.
Oh.
I'm mad at him.
Here's Johnny.
I'm mad at him, so I'm not calling his name. That's
Okay.
it.
Fair enough.
Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we could have one moment of silence for our veterans in honor of Veterans Day tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Thank you to all who served.
Can I ask you, what did you do to those blinds?
Okay,
Put him down.
seeing nobody in the audience today, nobody will come forward for public comments. We'll move forward to the approval of board meeting minutes of October 13th, 2022.
Motion to approve.
You weren't there.
I was, oh, the cow I was at, you're right.
Yeah, yes,
Abstained.
okay,
Oh,
already.
Whack.
Whack, sorry. Super,
Wait, we
need a motion?
need a motion. Motion by Tossie.
Second.
Okay.
Any questions? Any changes?
No, I gave you one.
I know,
Okay.
I know.
Hearing none, Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
I'm having a little problem here. Okay. Supervisor, oh,
That's okay.
you for DK. Okay.
Is here.
Okay.
No, yes.
You're
Yes.
voting yes, okay.
Well, let's start over.
Trustee
We have a
Wilhite?
reset.
Okay. And trustee Bowman? and Su-
Abstained.
He's abstaining, yeah.
And Supervisor Conley.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have a motion to approve a special board meeting minutes of September 15th, 2022?
Motion.
I'll second. Any questions? Changes?
I've never seen that one.
Pardon me?
Number
I've never
6.
seen this.
Oh, you didn't?
You don't
So
remember
do you want to
what?
hold it off?
No, it's fine. I don't remember seeing that one.
Okay. It was about the change order for the pickleball court and.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep, I remember.
Do you know it now?
Yep.
Okay.
You wanna see it? I got it.
Yeah, he's got it in my book.
Okay, so
Okay.
we have a motion and a second,
Yes,
right?
we do.
Okay,
Yes.
so call the roll, please.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Supervisor Pompey?
Yes.
Joel is messing me up here on my order here. Trustee, you for DK?
Yes.
Okay, and trustee Wilhite?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on to the committee meeting minutes. Can we get a motion to accept the committee meeting minutes from the Committee of the Whole from October 26th and October 27th? The Communication Committee meeting minutes from November 1st. The Highway from October 17th.
I have a, do we talk about it before or after?
Well, first we need a motion and a second, and then we'll talk about,
I'll make the motion.
okay?
Second.
The
Okay.
parks didn't make it in there, huh?
No. Did you submit them?
Oh, what's his name was gonna write him up in some,
And who was that?
Alex.
Alex takes 15 minutes?
He was gonna do it from that meeting. He was at the parks meeting.
I don't remember that. Do you?
I thought
Okay.
trustees were supposed to write them.
They are usually.
Yeah, usually. But this time was different for a lot of reasons. So,
In committees, you can appoint anybody to write them.
Correct.
okay, so All right, we have a motion.
He had a lot of documentation from the walkabout that we did. And instead of giving me all that information, and he had it all on his computer, he was just going to do it.
Volunteer, so that's a one-time thing.
It might happen again.
Okay, so we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, Lori, what was your questions?
On the special meeting we had on 10/27, talking about the strategic plan, there was no notes in there about everything we discussed. and
Yes,
so-
they will be attached. I will be sending that out to everybody. I'm sending it around to everybody to add their comments.
Okay,
Um,
because it just said in here.
I know, it will be in the document that gets put in for public record. It
Okay.
will be included, and I will give it to you.
Okay,
I made my notes,
Yeah.
and then I gave it to Ted to add his notes from the event, and I was gonna share it with everybody, but we got really tied up with
oh,
the
no, I
levy
understand.
stuff.
I just wanted to make sure, because we
Yes.
talked about a lot. and
I know
everything
that.
It was missing, so I
Yes.
just wanted to make sure it's there.
It will be in there, yes. I
Okay.
will submit those to everybody.
you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, then can we, Lucy, we call the roll, please?
Okay. Trustee Wilhite?
Yes,
Committee meeting.
You for DK?
Yes.
Trustee Sights?
Yes.
And Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Supervisor Pomblet?
Yes. Okay, we'll move on. Approval of the board audit from October 11th, 2022 to November 7th, 2022. Lucy, will you call? Read the board audit, please.
You got my papers? Okay, general town fund, $61,513.85. Total general assistance, $1,088.26. Total general road fund, $32,871.50. 59 or 39?
59.
59 cents.
Okay. Perm Road, $19,255.25. Park maintenance, $18,933.88. Cemetery maintenance, $1,700. Total payroll, $1,065,
No,
oh,
165.
165, put the comma in the wrong place. $165,443.80. Total of all funds, $300,806.63.
Okay, can we have a motion to accept the board audit as
Motion.
read by Clerk Proudy? You need a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any questions?
Yes.
Okay,
Under the vertical sheets, page 1 of 8,
okay,
Department 5, Community Center,
okay.
Homework Club recoveries. What's
Whose recoveries?
Homework Club?
Yep,
It's very different than what was budgeted.
that's because we took in more money.
Okay.
Homework Club recoveries?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm on the right line. We were
It's
supposed,
410.01.
410, you mean one?
Right, so 1-5-410.01,
Yeah.
so
We budgeted 26. We,
we're at, so we'll have a seventh semester?
Okay.
we took in 17 so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's right on track. Because just looking at the shooting stars was so much higher than,
Right,
okay.
so that's, yeah, so that's shooting stars totally done, the homework club.
It's still going on.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
because it's
I
first
just wanted
semester and second
clarification on that.
semester. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's your only question?
That's my
Okay, anybody else? Okay, we have a motion and a second. Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes.
Trustee U4DK?
Yes.
Trustee Sights?
Yes.
Supervisor Pomblet?
Yes. Okay, next, we will go to monthly updates from elected officials, township manager, and department heads. I want to thank the highway department for doing a fabulous job in installing the sidewalk off on Echo Lake Road. We've got a lot of compliments, and I've heard from the pastor at New Hope, Hope Collective as well, so they send their thanks, so thank you. Also want to thank Deputy Clerk Jessica for volunteering and helping out with early voting, and also for the great job she did on the newsletter. I forgot to thank her last month or recognize her last month, so.
Nothing, we should have had her here.
The newsletter will be in the mailbox shortly.
Got mine today.
All right.
Wow.
And under communication, I just want to remind everybody that the Holiday Home Decorating Contest has begun. Get your lights up. If you want to participate, be sure to email the township, and judging will begin December 13th.
But none of you can participate.
Correct.
You can participate, you can't win.
There you go.
Sure.
And we collected, Home Depot was very nice to donate a bunch of prizes, so we're ready to go. So thank you to Home Depot. All right, that's all I have to report. Go to Trustee Sykes, any report?
No report.
Okay, Trustee Fidike, any report?
No, we had our meeting November 4th, and it went very well. I'll defer to Director Dillon. More updates.
Okay, Clerk Proudy, any report?
No.
Okay, Trustee Bowman?
Nothing different or changed from the cow meeting, the comments that were presented there. And I'm sorry that the minutes didn't make this book, so.
We'll get caught up.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay, Trustee Wilhoit?
Also, today's the Marine's birthday. I
Oh.
remember that. My dad was a Marine, so I remember that.
Had 5 brothers.
Our health and wellness last meeting, we don't have any notes in here because our last meeting was in October. Our next one is December 9th. And Director Marks will give the updates on what's going on there.
Okay, all right, we'll move on. Township Manager?
Sorry, I didn't have anything written. We've been inundated with getting this tax levy thing situated, and it just honestly slipped my mind. So I apologize for not having anything formal. But I will say that we've gotten a huge response from our plastic recycling program. We are being, it is coming in masses. The problem now is we can't find a corporate partner to take them. So once we do that, the program will officially be full swing, and we'll have our bench in no time flat. I mean, it's impressive how much plastic we've been able to collect. So it's exciting. Like I said, now we just got to find a partner.
And we also have other organizations that want to join us, but
Yeah,
we're afraid to reach out yet because we don't have a place to take it. So we're kind of holding back just a smidge so we can get that taken care of. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
No, yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much
Include.
all I have, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Anybody have any questions for Todd?
Thanks
No.
for those weekly updates.
Okay,
Of course.
all right.
I like those weekly updates too, once I'm included now. I like it.
Yeah, that was
Um,
an
and
accidental
just any-
oversight, I assure you.
Anybody drinking box wine, save the liner and put in our recycle.
Really?
Assessor
Yeah.
Hare, would you like to
Yes.
make it, give us
Now,
a
see-
report, please?
See, Lori is interested in that.
If you tell her after the meeting.
What about just wine bottles?
Okay,
there's
let's
some
turn
big
our
glass.
attention now to Assessor Hare, please.
The Ela Township Board of Review appeal hearings that were requested as in-person finished on October 31st, 2022. There is one more day of letter hearings to be held on November 1st, 2022. Once those hearings are heard, we will wait for the final assessments from the Lake County Board of Review to be brought forward to IMS, which is our program. The entry of the 2023 quadrennial work will be started as soon as we have the 2022 finals. So I'm told that the Board of Review is going to sign those off today, so we should be able to load them into our program Monday or Tuesday. On October 25th, the taxing bodies received word from District 95 regarding the Coles property tax appeal for 2018, 2020, and 2021. They decided to stipulate those 3 years as to a no change, with the understanding that 2022 was going to be changed at the Board of Review to a stipulated amount of $4,311,815, with no filing to the State Property Tax Appeal Board for 2022. So the school district felt that that was a plus for all taxing bodies.
So it increased, it did increase?
No,
It
it was
didn't.
reduced.
It was reduced.
Yes, I placed a $6.5 million assessment for 2022, and they took it down to 4.3 for this year with the stipulation of no hearings to be heard for 18, 20, and 21. And once it gets to a intervener and a stipulation, it's up to the taxing bodies, the attorneys, and the county of how it's going to play out. We had a $7.5 million appraisal that was done by the taxing bodies for 2021.
There was a total of 3 appraisals done.
Right.
And they
Which
were all
were
north of
above-
6, yeah,
Above that number.
corruption.
And that's not in your report, though.
What's that?
Part of it is, yeah.
Part of it is?
Well, the second paragraph is about Coles, yes. We'll get you what
Fucking
you need.
state.
But there will be no refunds or impacts to the future years. Extension, District 95 was, again, thinking that this was the best for everyone.
So that was done by the Lake County Board of Reviews, approved that?
No,
The state?
the District 95 school district and their attorney
Yes.
stipulated the Lake County Board of Review number from $6.5 million down to the 4.3, with the understanding that the 3 years, 18, 20, and 21, were going to be withdrawn at the state level. That way there was no refund to be made from those previous years.
From our taxing bodies to them.
So the net over 3 years is like 4.5, 5? I mean, what's the,
They were, yeah, the 5 million was the average of all 3, 4 years. Yes,
And it was the school board that said that was okay,
yes.
It was a recommendation from the attorney,
from the attorney. for
To the school district.
Okay.
and then we were all informed of it, and we all gave our opinion. And them being the most invested with money,
Sure.
made the decision to put this to bed.
Yep, got it. Thank you.
Sure.
So 2023 will be a quadrennial and a brand new year for everybody. Since October 1st, 2022, there have been 115 new permits recorded in our assessment program. So we're going to be busy with permits and a quadrennial.
Okay, any questions for Penny?
nothing I want to say publicly.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
I just
Director
wish
Joe.
somebody would do a forensic audit of, just.
So, on the youth end of things, Homer Club is going very well. The parents and kids are all happy. Today was an early release, so parents were really happy because their kids were with us all day.
All day.
Luckily, we had fantastic weather, so we literally walked the kids down to the park and spent a good hour there, wore them out a little before we brought them back. Although most of the staff was looking more worn out than the kids. Winter break camp registration has opened. We already have 8 to 12 kids registered for each and every day of winter break camp.
Very good.
There's a safe sitter class on the 19th, which is a Saturday. Joe will be teaching that. On the senior end of things, today was our Veterans Day luncheon. We ended up with 52 veterans, including 2 World War II veterans and 3 Korean War
Fantastic.
veterans. And one of our World War II veterans was turning 103 next
Oh
week.
my God, it was amazing.
So we sang happy birthday.
Yes, we
Yeah, incredible. NHS volunteers came and helped and to serve, and they brought home baked goods, which was awesome.
Yep.
And that all came from one gentleman who is an NHS volunteer, volunteered at Homer Club, saw our veteran display. His dad was an Iraq War veteran and asked what else he could do. So that's how that whole thing happened. Thank you to Gloria for helping today. It was
My
wonderful.
pleasure.
And thank you, huge shout out to the Highway Department, because when I pulled in early this morning, our flag, the end of it was caught
at the top of the flagpole and was just tearing it to shreds. I texted Mike and Jeff, and by 7:15, they were over there fixing it, so thank you. Huge difference for the veterans coming in, for everybody. Let's see. Lisa is in New Orleans right now, in Biloxi, with a group of seniors traveling. I FaceTimed her just before I came over here. Going well.
Good.
Fingers crossed, she'll go again. Our staff retreat for the community center was in October. It went really well. Everyone is recertified in CPR, AED, and first aid. We're planning and we did great with planning for 2023. A generous senior gave me $300 to buy staff lunch. So this happened just before I went on the trip with the seniors. So I actually gave each staff member $30 to go and find a restaurant or program or class to go to and bring it back to our staff retreat. They loved it, and then we still had money left for lunch, so worked out really well. We had a murder mystery dinner with over 70 guests on October 29th. That went really well, although we have decided that the mystery was too hard.
It seemed a little complicated when I was listening to the
It got
instructions.
more difficult as, let's just say, the night went on, and perhaps they were drinking too many Frankenfizzes.
Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah. We had a flu shot clinic in October that went very well, and we will be hosting a COVID booster clinic in January. The evening programming is really starting to take off. Our numbers are going up. Revenue for both departments is going great. We're either on track or ahead of schedule on things. We were just given $100 by another couple at the center to provide scholarships during the holidays for folks, particularly for the Jingle Ball. And then we were also recently given $2,000 from a very generous couple that attends our senior programs, with the request that we use the money for scholarships and to spruce up our decorations at events, knowing especially with our Jingle Ball that for a lot of folks, that's their only holiday gathering, so we're hard at work with that.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the one that we volunteered at the Jingle Ball?
Yes, that is the one, and it is December 9th, Friday,
5:30, is that what time?
5:30.
Okay.
Yes, please. Spouses are welcome as well. We welcome any and all volunteers. It's a hopping night,
Of course.
and those who have done it before know you're running.
Any more questions?
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sarah?
All right. So we are still booming down in the health and wellness department. We had 26 referrals. We're getting a lot more struggling parents and kids with like behavioral and depression. So we're kind of starting to deal with that and seeing how we can, better assist. We have referred a few out that have a little bit more serious cases than what we should take on. Finding resources. Luckily, we've been doing okay, but there still is a lot of wait lists out there for like partial hospitalization programs and intense outpatient programs. Sometimes it's also hard to find funding for that. Insurances don't always pay for that, so we are kind of branching out and seeing if maybe we can help find other resources for the parents. We have had more successful EA cases, and I think that is partly due to our brochures, so now people can see it, and because we met with Liberty Lakes and we talked to them about this is what we need, this is how you can better help your residents apply and be successful, and they have helped a lot, and so now we're actually having completed cases. I can't believe this, but we helped 55 families with the lending closet. That is huge. I look back through all of our numbers. The most we ever had was like 35. If you ever go back there, don't go back there. It's booming, but it's a mess back there. But it's great because we have a lot of things. So that's amazing. We are going to plan to clean that out in the spring.
It's an ongoing project.
It is. It's always an ongoing. Every time we clean it up, it immediately we get more donations, and sometimes it's hard for me to say no to donations. Even though I say no, they come in. They're like, "But this really nice wheelchair," and so we take it. In terms of events, I will be going to TOI with Lucy on Sunday to Tuesday. We are also working with Blue Heron Cafe in Barrington in Quinton Road Baptist Church to provide Thanksgiving meals for residents. Quinton Baptist Church is going to provide box meals, and Blue Heron is going to provide ready-made meals. So all they have to do is heat it up. And both of them are being delivered directly to the residents. So that's amazing. We're also working with Countryside Fire Department and many community members to get gifts for Christmas for seniors and needy families. We're also still working with Shop with a Cop. We're going to set that up now. I should have wrote it down. That is going to be, I think, the second week of December, and that's going to take place at like 5 o'clock. I also was able to find some trainings for our administrative coordinators so that they could do psychological first aid and some suicide risk safety basics so that they can get a little bit more comfortable when they're talking to people on the phone. So we're boosting their confidence, and that's just going to help us, help more people. The only other big update that I have is as of October 17th, masks are no longer mandated in healthcare facilities in the state of Illinois. So according to the governor and the CDC. So they still encourage it if you're feeling sick or
As of when?
October 17th. Yeah. So they still encourage it if you're, in a high area. So if you walk into a hospital, you're probably still going to see them. They're probably still going to want you to have them on. But for us, since we're a little bit smaller, we just tell people if you want them, if you feel more comfortable, it's up to you.
Okay.
So.
Are your referral numbers they're up from last month, right? The
Yeah.
26 referrals?
Yeah, I think last month might have been 16.
And don't be surprised, usually Jewel comes through with turkeys.
No, they've been giving them, I think, to St. Francis this year.
Have they?
I think that's what
We got them, we had them last year.
It's heavy call at the last minute and just tell us, hey, we
Yeah.
got 15 hams
Yeah,
and 26 turkeys, where can you store them? And
Yeah.
I know. We don't have a freezer big enough
By 4 o'clock,
for 26
and it's
turkeys.
3:45.
Yeah.
They've been taking extra collection, and they're saying they're going to St. Francis, but I don't know if they have extras or not, but I
And
don't,
St. Francis only has capacity.
so many, I know. Yeah. So we'll see.
Be ready.
You never
Yeah,
know.
we'll see if they come. I have been trying my hardest to be like, okay, this is, the need,
Yeah.
and this is where we're finding the
Yeah,
resources.
and
Like
we've
last
gotten
year,
them
we had an
from
abundance.
Countryside too, so they must be changing to do Christmas.
They're not, but
Yeah.
we already had these other two resources, so I actually had to turn them down. That we
Wow.
didn't need it. Because there's also a chance that we're gonna come up with 10 more boxes from the Kildare Police Department. So I'm like, let's just hold off for now. So, there are a lot of people that are giving, which is great, but that kind of then means people are like, I already have one, I don't need another turkey.
Right.
So,
There's a shortage this year, too.
there is a shortage, yeah,
So,
Yeah,
so.
okay.
get them now.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Highway Superintendent. Mike DePaul, you're up.
Well, believe it or not, by the weather outside, we are in full mode with our snow season. And all of our snow equipment has been taken out of storage, inspected thoroughly to make sure everything is in good working condition. We have approximately 5,000 gallons of liquid de-icer and 200 tons of salt at our facility and our 250 tons at Lake Zurich if needed. We're hoping we don't need it for another month or so.
That would be nice.
On October 25th, 5 of our employees attended a 7-hour confined space training at Mundelein Public Works. After their class completion, each employee received a OSHA course completion certificate. Under project updates, our garage furnaces that were supposed to be installed November 9th and 10th got pushed back 4 to 5 weeks. Originally, they were supposed to be installed on October 25th. We still haven't heard any update from them as of yet. The rough electric has been installed at the concrete pad, and the concrete pad has been poured for our highway department generator. And today, the rest of the electric was roughed in. So we are just waiting for the gas to get run, and unfortunately, our generator will not be installed until May. As Supervisor Palmblad mentioned earlier, the Echo Lake sidewalk has been framed, poured, and completed, and we finished the restoration today, so that job is completely finished. That's all I have. Any questions?
Anybody?
I've gotten one feedback even from seniors about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, all the way over there then?
Oh,
All right, good.
Turned out really nice.
It
really
did.
did.
Looks great.
Did you put your initials in?
No, not allowed.
Oh.
Not allowed.
Oh.
And just to bring everybody up to date on the pickleball court, it will not be finished this fall. They need 2 weeks of temperatures over 50, I believe I was told, in order to do the painting of the stripes. So, I was also told that the fencing, the gates, the fencing's up around the perimeter. The gates have not been, they have been ordered a couple weeks ago, should have been done already, but they're not installed yet. I was hoping that would be done and completed yet this fall so that the gates could be locked for winter. But we're still in a holding pattern on wondering what the status of that is. Even the project manager is unaware of when those gates will be received, because I spoke to him yesterday.
And have we ordered the signs for the,
No, not yet.
So could we just push back the gates until the spring if it's gonna be closed up anyway?
Well, I was hoping we had the gates to close it up.
Oh,
So that locks it up. Without the gates, I can't lock
I
it.
thought it was all wrapped around right now though with the,
No.
okay.
yeah, it's
Because they
gotta be
needed to come in
secure.
with some equipment and stuff, and then the gates are missing.
I passed it, I thought it was cut, I didn't see the open side.
Yeah, unfortunately, because there were some kids playing football out there. So I was trying to,
Yeah,
close it up, but
Yeah. I was
So-
surprised to see water
Hockey
sitting
or
on
whatever,
it.
something will happen.
hockey, somebody will be out there.
We just need to secure it.
I would like to, but I'm waiting for them to be installed. Okay, so anyway, that's all I know at this point, so.
Okay.
Okay, anybody have anything else before we move on?
No.
Okay, we'll move on. New business. Ordinance 2022-02 for the tax levy. Consideration and possible action to approve tax levy ordinance, again, 2022-02, tax year 2022, collectible in '23, $3,910,400. This represents a 4% increase over last year's numbers.
Motion.
Second, somebody?
I'll second.
Okay, we'll open it up for discussion. Anybody?
I was just questioning, but as long as we're able to move the funds from where they are on the sheet that we have in the packet, which you explained we are.
We can adjust the funds, the dollar amounts assigned under each fund,
Right,
but the total amount that is assigned to the fund cannot be changed.
okay.
So the number that is on page, oops, I went too far. 3-6, which would be $1,900,000 for general, $610,400 for park, $520,000 for road and bridge, $180,000 for equipment and building tax, and $700,000 for perm road. That equals a $3,910,000. So those dollar amounts have to stay the same. How we disperse them amongst them is still to be determined after budget talks. Larry, any questions? Tossie, any questions?
I mean, earlier we talked about, because I was questioning some of the amounts, but I had a good conversation with the township manager, and he level set, because anytime we think of a tax levy and the increase to the taxpayers, we want to make sure we're doing the right thing. So Gloria, could you just talk through again, why 4%? Why the 4%?
Well, I was hoping it would not come to that, but I do feel that with inflation being 6% last year, and we levied 0% last year, and then inflation at 9% this year, I don't see that we would really deplete our resources or our carryover if we didn't have an increase this year, or collect at least some extra tax. Trucks are coming in $50,000 than when we purchased it. The bus is coming in, well, a lot more than that, but we know what that's gonna be pretty much, but it still could come in higher. We have employees, which are our number one resource, but they're also the most important part of continuing operations here and doing everything that we do with programming and that we do for our residents. And they deserve an increase. They're all being affected by inflation as well. So as much as I didn't want to do 4%, and I've been going over this with Ted every day, right, Ted? We've gone over this. I started out wanting to be at a certain number, and we went to the next number, and here we are at 4%. Every 1% adds $37,000 to our budget. So from 3% to 4%, it's only $37,000. So that $37,000 can get spent very quickly.
What are the big projects for the park maintenance with $610,000 going to it? Do we have any idea that why we're?
Yes, I can tell you almost immediately. Give me 1 second. In our last park meeting, well, it was discussed that we're gonna need a new truck and a new trailer. And that'll be about $75,000. And that's what we need to do the lawn maintenance in the community. No, there's just parks, I'm sorry, just parks. And then we need $25,000 is on the paving schedule for next year. We need $25,000 to replace the fence out there, out on Route 22. And there was also $200,000 for a generator for the community center in order to make them an emergency operating center, because they do not have anything like that.
And that's under parks?
That would come under parks.
The building is a park building.
So the expenses go under that. So before I know it, that's $350,000 in capital improvements.
And then just take that one step further.
Sure.
This is also helping us recover the funds that we spent for this year and to make the parks account healthy. So like that, the Knox Park was a huge expense. So that's depleting the carryover from parks. So we need to throw some extra money that way to keep the account healthy.
Because last year we only assigned $500,000 into the park budget. So this year we're asking for a little bit more.
Okay. What's the permanent road tax, the $700,000?
The trucks.
Perm Road is all of the stormwater work, salaries for all the employees, and paving not so much because that's only little stuff that we do here. But there's also road salt is in there too for $75,000. Anything else, Chelsea, that you're questioning? You're still studying?
No, I mean, I looked it over.
Okay. Joel, any questions? I know we've talked too. Okay. So we have a motion and a second. Any more questions before we take a roll call? Okay, Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes.
Trustee Ufordike?
Yes.
Trustee Sides?
No.
Okay, that's and Supervisor Pondler?
Yes. It's, to me, it was either a matter of, it's not what I wanted to do, but I felt we have to cut programming or something down the line if we go less. And again, we might hopefully we're all gonna end up fine with enough carryover, but we don't know. We don't know what inflation will be, and we don't know when all these trucks are arriving and the buses are arriving. There's all these things that we have to be concerned about, so. All right, we'll move on. Thank you. Next. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. Naphide? Naphide? Okay, Naphide. Can we have a motion to approve the purchase of one 17-foot wide body, 14-foot flat bed, 14-inch? I took that off,
It's a 17-foot by
14,
foot trailer. I don't know why the 14 foot's in there.
because I took it off the quote, and it didn't make sense to me there. Okay.
Well,
So
total
17
length with tongue and without, right?
Okay. A 17-foot flatbed trailer in the amount of $12,185.
Motion, second.
Any questions? We talked about this at the cow. Okay, Lucy, we call the roll,
Okay.
please.
Trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
supervisor Pomblad,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
trustee U for DK.
Yes.
Okay, next is the road winder. Can we have a motion to approve the purchase of one right-hand shouldering machine with remote and push plate in the amount of $23,006.89 with sharing rights with Wakanda Township?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions?
Where's it gonna be stored?
They're paying for 2/3 of it. Okay. All right, Lucy, we call
Okay.
roll.
Trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
trustee U for DK,
Yes.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
and supervisor Pomblad.
Yes. Next is the AVI systems. As you know, we had this on the agenda last month and we postponed it. So can we have a motion to approve the purchase of audio-video upgrades to equipment in the boardroom at a total cost of $15,399?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions?
Okay, this is the other bid that we had.
Yes. No, that's, yeah, that's
Yep.
a good question. Okay, Lucy, we call the
Okay.
roll, please.
Trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
trustee U for DK,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
supervisor Pomblad.
Yes. Okay, next is the 2023 holiday schedule. This is what we're proposing for the next year. We had to add Juneteenth on here for Monday, June 19th, for Governor Pritzker. So can we have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Lucy, will you call the roll?
Trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
supervisor Pomblad,
Yes.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
and trustee U for DK.
Yes.
Next is the 2023 board meeting schedule. Can we get a motion to approve the schedule for calendar year 2023?
Motion.
We have to keep it on Thursdays, huh?
Great, so,
Second,
Second.
any other comments, questions?
I just don't want it on Thursdays anymore.
I know.
It's a bad day for scheduling.
Lucy, will you call the roll?
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite,
No.
trustee U for DK,
Yes.
supervisor Pomblad.
Yes. Okay, grant applications. Can we get a motion to approve the applications and set the schedule for the granting,
So
the grant funding, rather?
Move. Motion.
Need a second.
Second.
Okay, Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Do we have a date set, or are we gonna add it?
The date is February 1st of 2023.
Okay. Trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
yeah, trustee U for DK,
Yes.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
and supervisor Pomblad.
Yes. Okay, next, intergovernmental agreement. I need a motion to approve the IGA between members of the taxing bodies within Ela Township. This is in regards to tax assessments, or appeals.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? This was reviewed by our attorney. She did have questions. She did go to the other attorney who wrote up the agreement, and they made some adjustments. And so this was the final outcome. And it will be on the agenda for all those taxing bodies on Exhibit A in November,
Right.
just so you know. So, all right, we have a motion and a second, so will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
supervisor Pombley,
Yes?
you for DK, and trustee Wilhite.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'd like to have a motion to adjourn the meeting and go into executive session.
You don't want to adjourn.
What do we want to do? Reconvene? No,
We want to
reconvene.
go in,
We want to go in.
but we got to come out and vote.
I know.
Okay.
So we're
just-
going into,
Yeah, I need a
executive session.
motion to go in.
Into executive.
okay, motion into
Motion
executive
to
session.
executive session.
For Joel.
Joe said it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Second?
Did I hear a second?
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I heard something.
Yeah, I said.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
I don't know where it was coming from, sorry. Okay,
Okay.
got it?
Trustee Sight, trustee you for DK,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee Bowman.
Yes.
And supervisor Pombley.
Yes. All right. Want to pause the recording, and then we'll go now. Do you have the other recording? Okay. You don't have to stay, I don't think. It's up to you.
No, that personnel.
Here's your book.
I'm bringing yours down next time.
Okay.
Okay, we had a set, I need a motion to come out.
Motion.
Second.
I'm all upside down here.
Me too. I got a lot of paperwork from that other room. Oops. I'm looking for my book, I put it over here, okay. All right,
Okay,
so we have a motion to come back into open.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee you for DK,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
and supervisor Pombley.
Yes, and it's 8:18. Okay, next. Can we have a motion to approve the employee handbook changes effective January 1st, 2023, as discussed in executive session?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, just a minute here now, we got to, 2, 1. Okay. Trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
supervisor Pombley,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee you for DK.
Yes.
Okay, next, can I have a motion to renew a contract for the assessor position for the upcoming year with the changes discussed in executive session?
Motion.
Second.
Trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee you for DK,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
and supervisor Pombley.
Yes. And last but not least, can I have a motion to approve an exception to the employee policy as discussed in executive session?
Motion.
No,
Second.
you got
Second.
I'll
Third.
second.
yeah, you can have it.
The memo,
Yes, the memo, yes.
We talked about it.
And I can take those back and shred them. Thank you. Okay, so we have a motion and
Yeah.
a second, okay, just call it in.
Trustee you for DK,
Yes.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
supervisor Pombley,
Yes.
trustee Sights,
Yes.
and trustee Wilhite.
yes.
Okay. Anything else to discuss here? Well, otherwise we'll
No, my brain.
entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Larry, can I have this memo?
You gonna be around tomorrow?
We're close tomorrow.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Wait, hang on, we're not done yet. Guys, we need a vote.
Need to vote on the adjournment.
Oh, yes.
Lucy Rowland walking away already.
voted.
Trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Sights.
Yes.
Supervisor Pombley.
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite.
Yes.
Trustee you for DK.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you,
got my-
everybody.
Got my squares all squared up.
Meeting adjourned at